Friends, how are you people doing in this lockdown? Today I'm going to tell you a story from the Buddha's times, 25 centuries back. At that time, he was staying in the Jetwana monastery, and this verse is verse number 35 of the Chittavagga of the Dhammapada in the Tipitaka. It so happened that there were a group of 60 bhikkhus, monks, who went to a village called Matika, and they had taken the subject of meditation from the Buddha, and they went and stayed in this village. The lady in charge of the village, her name was Matika Mata. She was the wife of the chief of the village. She ensured that these 60 bhikkhus got enough choice food. She also got a monastery built for them to give them protection during the rains. And it so happened that she went to the bhikkhus and asked them, please teach me also how to meditate. And they taught her to concentrate on the 32 parts of the body, and she attained the 3 maggas and phalas, and she got insight meditation, and even before the monks could get it. After she was able to get that kind of level, she understood that the monks had still not attained the level that was required, that they had not become arhats. So she ensured that they got sufficient food, sufficient proper condition for meditation. Eventually the bhikkhus were able to become arhats. They all went back to the Buddha at the Jetwana and reported to the Buddha about the entire circumstances of their stay at Matika village. When they were telling, there was one more monk among the gathering who decided that he would also go to Matika village and start his meditation there, as there were congenial conditions there for meditation. So he took the subject of meditation from the Buddha and he went there to the village. Matika Mata welcomed him and ensured that he got sufficient food. Whenever he would remember that he would need this particular food, Matika Mata would immediately come there and give him the choice food that he had desired. He understood that she had the unique power to understand his mind. So he got very scared, because she would understand if there was any impure thoughts in his mind. So he immediately went away from that village and came to the Buddha and told him that if I am harboring some kind of impure thoughts, she will be able to understand. The Buddha heard his version of it and told him that the only thing that you are supposed to do when you are meditating is to control your mind. You need not do anything else. The bhikkhu again went, the monk again went there, and Matika Mata saw to it that he had whatever food and conditions necessary at the monastery for him. He eventually became an arhat, and he came back to the Buddha, and Buddha said the following verses in Pali for the whole incident. Dunni gahassa lahuno yatta kamani patino chittassa damata sadhu chittam dantam sukhavaham. It means the mind is very difficult to control. Swiftly and lightly it moves and lands wherever it pleases, like an aircraft. That is what I am adding. It is good to tame the mind, for a well-tamed mind brings happiness. So when we look at this particular story and particular verse, teachings of the Buddha, it gives me a lot of inspiration that we have to start on the process of taming the mind, because if we are able to control the mind, we can achieve a lot of things. Like the Buddha said, Attahi attano nato. We are the master of our own fate. So one has to start with oneself. Human life is very difficult to get, and that too very limited period we have in our hands. So we should get started immediately. May all beings be happy.